We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And they would take it down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, just like last play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. But they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
On second down, it's Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You look at this Niner defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
And the mantra of this unit, get to the football, fly to the ball carrier. And you know you can tell that they do it really well. At the end of each play, when you click off the frame, count the number of guys that are around the ball carrier. It's always 7, 8, 9 guys. They get to them each and every play.
On third down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On first and 10, Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there, and he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Just 34 yards on the punt there. No. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. The Cowboys will go. Prescott.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a three-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Purdy's throw going to be taken in by Ayuk.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
The Niners at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Oh, look at this play call. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
4 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We got their teeth in
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Moody good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is gone. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, here's Prescott. To the sideline and incomplete.
I give them credit winning that first
snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, and it's Pollard again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get
Not one that I've ever met.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down, Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
Back to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, again to Pollard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. That that second down play nets a -4.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third down, goal to go from the 8.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd down, here's Purdy to throw.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Connects with Kittle underneath. So no gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Lamb will go in motion.
Prescott now on 2nd down.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
Touchdown! Michael Gallup, 31 yards.
And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first.
Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All right, let's control the clock here. 6.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pollard going to try the right side. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They'll run again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
They'll run for it with Pollard, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down, and that will force a turnover on downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it 1 bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. Yeah. 1 bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This is 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw is Purdy.
And And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Cunningham.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.